Ohayou gozaimasu. It's Tuesday, January 21st, Tokyo, Japan. I'm in Ginza. I'm in some kind of a shopping center. Starbucks. I know, evil Starbucks. I passed a couple coffee places that I could have gone to. I just wanted something familiar. So this is going to be my first Appa's Kitchen on the Road video in Japan. This morning I'm having coffee, and then depending on how I feel, I might go back to my hotel, take a shower, rest a little bit before having breakfast. Breakfast today is going to be Yoshinoya. So Yoshinoya is a Japanese kind of fast food chain. They do Gyudon, which is beef bowl, but they have other things on the menu. I used to go to Yoshinoya on last trips that I took here. I went to Yoshinoya for breakfast. It was a really easy and filling and nutritious breakfast. They have breakfast in my hotel for 1,500 yen. It's about $10, but I didn't feel like dealing with it. And I don't think I can record there anyway. So anyway, I arrived last night without complications. The flight was good. I took the Narita Express into Tokyo, had to take a taxi from Tokyo Station because I couldn't figure out the GPS. So the GPS now, I'm noticing, has some issues here. It says things like, turn onto the pavement, and I don't know what that means. So for example, coming here to this Starbucks, it's in an underground area in a shopping center. So I kind of went around and around, and then finally it was like, turn left here and go down the escalator. Like, oh, okay. So, but to find my hotel, I don't know why it was so difficult. It was raining, so I took a taxi. A couple things that have been helpful. I added a Suica card to my phone. It's just in there with like payment cards. I forget even how I did it, but it was pretty easy to do. And then you can add money to the Suica card. So initially I added 5,000 yen. And then yesterday on the Narita Express, I was looking at it and saw that I could add money from my credit card to the Suica card. So I added another 5,000 yen. So at first I couldn't find an ATM in Tokyo Station. I eventually did. When I got into the taxi, I asked him if the Suica card was okay, and he said yes. He also seemed to indicate that credit card was also okay in a taxi, so that's good to know. So it was really easy. I just tapped my phone on the little card reader in the cab, paid for that. I went out for ramen last night and paid with my Suica card again. So here I could have used it. I could just probably use the Suica card everywhere in Tokyo, it seems, but I have some cash, so I used cash today. I wanted to break 10,000 yen bill. All right, so that's where we are this morning. It's a little chilly. It's nice and pleasant here in this underground area. A lot of people wearing masks. So I think they just didn't want to give up the mask. They kind of like the anonymity it provides them. So that's kind of weird. service people all seem to be wearing masks, so it's hard to understand them. All right, let me show you where I am, and then I'll show you a little bit of Gyoza in the morning. So here's Starbucks. Yeah. Some kind of little shopping center. It's going to the Gyoza line. Might check this out for restaurants for later on. Actually, I'm curious. Let's go take a look at the restaurants. Chinese food, bar, coffee, sweets, New Zealand beef and wine, stand-up bar, Italian food, chicken cuisine, ramen, soba, gyoza. I don't know. Yeah, I guess these are all different shops here. Alright. So I could check this out later. Hey everybody, welcome back to Abba's Kitchen. I'm in Tokyo. I'm in Ginza, Kyobashi. So I made another video earlier at Starbucks, and then I went and took a shower, relaxed a little bit in my room. So now I'm gonna eat. So behind me is Yoshinoya. Took me forever to find it. This GPS is worth shit here. Excuse my French. It's like, I think it's confused. I don't know why it's confused. It's not that confusing. It could have easily taken me here without complications, but it was very complicated. So I had to keep stopping and starting. Anyway, enough of that. So Yoshinoya is a Japanese fast food restaurant. They specialize in Gyudon. Gyudon is a beef bowl. So it's sauteed, thinly sliced beef, sauteed with onions, spices. I'm gonna see if they have shogayaki, which is pork. It's what I used to get, or what I got when I stayed in Tokyo before. They have a nice little shogayaki teishoku. Let's take a look at the menu here, see if we can figure this out. So I think that's karage don. Looks like they have a karage special going on here. Karage. Okay, it's a teishoku, a little lunch set. I don't have karage, I want shogayaki, so let's see what they got.
でお待ちのお客様、料理ができましたので、カウンターまでお越しください。20番でお待ちのお客様、料理ができましたので、カウンターまでお越しください。16番でお待ちのお客様、料理ができましたので、カウンターまでお越しください。16番でお待ちのお客様、料理ができましたので、カウンターまでお越しください。3番でお待ちのお客様、料理ができましたので、カウンターまでお越しください。12番でお待ちのお客様、料理ができましたので、カウンターまでお越しください。7番でお待ちのお客様、料理ができましたので、カウンターまでお越しください。9番でお待ちのお客様、料理ができましたので、カウンターまでお越しください。
Okay, sorry, I was too busy in there to film. So I got a gyudon beef bowl with extra beef, which was a little bowl of beef on the side, and kimchi and miso soup. Water, green tea is free. It was 910 yen, which is like I don't know how much it is. It's cheap. It's 150, about 150 yen to $1. So like $6 about. Can't beat it. So a little bit different system from what I've experienced in the past. In the past, when I've gone to Yoshinoya, you go in, it's a restaurant, you sit down, you order at a counter. So here they had these little tablets, which were very convenient. It was in English. And then somehow, when I was scrolling through the tablet, I ended up on some Japanese page that had nothing to do with Yoshinoya. So the woman who was seating people quickly noticed that I was in trouble and came back and helped me. And then I guess they call your number. I was totally oblivious, so I'm sitting there and this salary man next to me said, "Oh." So I knew my order was ready. And then when you pay, I paid cash today because I have some cash. It was 910 yen. I gave her 1,000 yen and a 10 yen coin. And there's this little like slot that you put the money in. You put your bill in a slot, you put your coin in another slot, and then it spits out your change. I guess it's all cashless or touchless payment now. So that was interesting. So I was gonna walk, see if I could find Tokyo Station. I don't even know where I am right now. But construction workers are so interesting looking. What is this? Early Times. Looks like a liquor store, grocery store kind of place. All right, anyway. I'm gonna go this way because I know where I am. And I'm gonna see how long it takes to walk to Tokyo Station so that I have an idea where I'm going on Thursday when it's time to take the Shinkansen to Kyoto. All right, so that was a very satisfying lunch. It was a really interesting experience. I'm telling you, I lived here for 6 years. I've been back twice since. And you would think this is my first time because it all feels so new. Everybody was so orderly, you know. They have a little card that you put on the counter when you get up to get your tea or whatever that says, I'm away from my seat. Stand in line to pay. It reminded me of the Seinfeld episode, No Soup for You, the soup Nazi. You know, like everybody's just very orderly. But that's what makes this society work. All right, so let me just show you a little bit of Ginza, where I am. So this is Kyobashi. My hotel, Appa Hotel. It's just up the street there. And I believe Tokyo Station is this way. So one thing I noticed about Tokyo the last time I was here, again, you know, I lived here for 6 years. I was in culture shock for 5.5 years, so I really couldn't appreciate it. But the last time I was here, I noticed how quiet it is. Look at this. You can't even hear the cars, the motorcycles, compared to like Ho Chi Minh City or even San Francisco. You know, there are a lot of noisy cars here. Cars have to undergo an inspection, and you have to really maintain. There's the train ahead. You have to maintain noise and pollution levels and all that. If you don't, you can't drive your car. It's really expensive to have a car here, which is why most people take trains. That truck was a little bit noisy, but for the most part, you know, I'm walking on a main street here, and it's really not noisy at all. Alright, so I made it to Tokyo Station. It was a short walk, not far. If I had known last night, this is where I was kind of wandering around confused, trying to get decent directions from Google, and Google was being very uncooperative. I wonder if I need to find a different navigating app. I really need to go to the bathroom now. So here's Tokyo Station, and there's a huge mall inside of the station with all kinds of restaurants. I was looking for something last night because I was so hungry, but a lot of things were closing, and there's really nothing that I wanted. I wanted ramen. Alright, so mission accomplished. I found my way to the station. Hello again. This is a third part of today's video. It's just a mess. It's a rambling mess, but it's giving you an idea of my first day in Tokyo, for those who are interested. So, I just took another nap. My tummy is a little not happy from traveling. There's Family Mart here. I might look for some tummy relief. Maybe some probiotic or something. You know, these trips are not easy. 11-hour flight, 15-hour time difference, but I'm having fun. It's really nice to be back in Tokyo and in a different neighborhood. So it's familiar, it's unfamiliar. This is my third time to come out. I'm not using GPS now. I know where I'm going. So where am I going? I'm going to Tokyo Station again, because I noticed that there's something called Tokyo Ramen Street. And I thought it would be fun to check it out. And since my stomach is a little funky, I'm gonna see if I can get some fried rice. Chahan. It was one of my favorite late night meals when I went out to the bars. There was a little ramen shop. So I'd either get miso ramen or chahan and gyoza. So that's what I'm looking for. Who knows what I'll find. This is Ginza Line, Kyobashi Station. So I'm just kind of getting my bearings here. I had plans for things I wanted to do. I thought since I'm close to Asakusa, I would go there at night, because I've never been to Asakusa at night. But given the state I'm in, that might have been a little bit too ambitious. So I'm just going to take it easy today. We'll see, maybe tomorrow I'll have more energy. Alright, so I'll see you at Tokyo Station, Tokyo Ramen Street, if I find it. Alright, so a little adventure here at Tokyo Station. I just went to the Shinkansen ticket office. Actually, I went to two. So I went to one. For some reason, it was the wrong place. I went to the second one. So I bought my Shinkansen ticket in advance. And I have a QR code. I wasn't sure if I needed to use that QR code to get a paper ticket, which I kind of wanted, because now I have to go into my email and remember which email has the QR code in it. But anyway, so the first office told me I was in the wrong place. She sent me to a second office. I asked the guy, do I need a ticket? He took his little tablet and held it really close to his face and spoke to it. And then he showed me the translation, which basically said, the ticket you are presenting does not need to be exchanged or something like that. So I can just scan my QR code. Alright, so here I am down in the basement level of Tokyo Station. And I guess this is what they call Ramen Street. So we got all kinds of ramen here. How to choose. Anyway, I want chahan, so that'll be the easy choice. Once I see fried rice, that's where I'm going. But let's check out the offerings here. It's quiet now because it's about 4 o'clock. Yeah, it's about 4 o'clock now. So I imagine it will get busier after 5. Looks like Japantown. I think I was here yesterday. I want to go this way. So a lot of these places have ticket vending machines. So you just choose what you want. You can pay with a Suica card, IC card. I don't know if it takes credit cards too. Or you can use cash. Put out your ticket, give them your ticket, and you magically get your food. There's an ATM. Anybody's looking for an ATM. I had a hard time finding one yesterday. Let's see, I don't see any kind of fried rice offerings. Tonkatsu, which is one of my favorite things. This is an omiyage shop. So when you travel as a Japanese person, you're expected to bring back omiyage. Omiyage are souvenirs, and each place that you visit in Japan has a different, this must be the ramen street. Each place that you visit has a different type of souvenir. So I'm excited about Kyoto because they have these little mochi. They look like ravioli. They're dusted with cinnamon. They're my favorite. So I guess this is Tokyo Ramen Street. This is where I started. All right, so here's an extensive drink menu and then a tablet to order. English. Rice with pork. I want the mixed fried rice. Perfect. I say I want something to drink. Here. Alcohol and soda. Beer. A small draft beer. Ichiban. For some reason it changed to Japanese. I don't know why. So let's see if that works. New technology here. So when I lived here in the 90s, I don't know how we survived. No phones, I don't know how we got around. No internet. And somehow we were able to read the menu and like order food, communicate. Now all this technology, but anyway, back then, people who didn't speak Japanese, I guess they were tourists usually, would drag the server out to the window to point to the plastic food. It worked. Let's see if my food comes. So I got fried rice, mixed fried rice, and small gyoza, 3 pieces of gyoza, and a little beer. And then I'll just explore a little bit. I think Tokyo Station is going to get really busy after 5, so I might not stay very long. And I don't know if I'll bore you with that unless I find something interesting. All right, let's see what happens with the food here. I hear some walk activity, so I think that's probably my fried rice. It's being prepared. It's a cute little spot. So it is 4:14. It's nice and empty. It's the way I like my restaurants. But I'm sure it will get busy later. All right, it worked. So I got some fried rice and a little seafood egg drop soup here. Here comes my gyoza and my beer. So a little secret drawer here with a napkin. One set of chopsticks. I thought he was gonna explain these sauces to me. Let's see what we got here. That looks like soy sauce. That looks like vinegar. That looks like hot sauce. Alright, so we got some chili oil, some vinegar, and some soy sauce. Kampai. Nice. This is a perfect meal. Really good fried rice. Fried rice is nice and it actually has a little bit of pineapple in it. So let's try these gyoza. Hot. So good. Huge. I like that you can order 3. You don't have to get a whole order of gyoza. Trying to determine what's in this fried rice. I know there's pork, some mushrooms, green onion, egg, it's good. So looks like I'm just gonna have 2 meals today. I had coffee early on. I had Yoshinoya for lunch, and then whatever this is. Yoshinoya was brunch, and this is dinner. The soup is really nice. I usually don't like seaweed. All right, I'm gonna enjoy this meal. I'll talk to you when I'm done. So to pay, I just took this little payment card here. I'm gonna give these to the cashier. So that main underground passageway that I walked through before is really crowded now. So I just saw this Tokyo Grand Tower. Figured I'd check it out. I don't know if this is like a department store or what. They got a little food court here. Lots of yummy looking cakes. Beautifully wrapped fruit. And that's the end of that. Yeah, so it's a department store. Never heard of it. press butter sand. I don't know what a pressed butter sand is. Like a butter cookie. I'm making candy. She just gave me a little piece. It's not that delicious, but cool. So I've been walking around with this little piece of paper looking for a trash can. Same thing happened earlier today. I have to just take it back to my hotel. Throw it in the trash there. I could spend a week just exploring Tokyo Station. Well, folks, there you have it. My first day in Tokyo. The video on the plane, ramen last night, I was just rambling. I was trying to use my GoPro. It's very cumbersome. So I don't know if I'm going to do anything with those videos. So this might be the first official Appa's Kitchen on the Road video live from Tokyo, Japan. Well, it won't be live when you see it. Anyway, it was a fun day. I hope you enjoyed exploring Tokyo with me. Didn't do a whole lot. That's the point. You know, I was sitting there in that restaurant thinking of people that come here for the first time. They have a week. And the first day, they're all trying to see everything. Tokyo Tower and Asakusa or whatever. Oh my God, after an 11-hour flight, or for some people even longer, just don't do it. Don't do it to yourself. Take a day to rest. Make your vacation longer. You just can't, on your first day, navigate the streets and the train system and all that. So my first day here has really been about orienting myself. I know where I am in relation to Tokyo Station. And to be honest, I wish I had a little bit more time in this neighborhood, because I really would like to explore more the palace or whatever it's called, It's on the other side of the station. I went there once, but I would like to go again. Ginza, I'd like to explore a little bit. But just not gonna happen. So I'm just listening to my body. My body is saying don't do a lot today. I'm not doing a lot. All right, so that was it. And I don't know what I'm gonna do tomorrow. I don't have anything planned. I will be eating, so we'll see if there will be a video tomorrow. And then on Thursday, I take the Shinkansen to Kyoto. And then I have a whole new place to orient myself to. So that's it. Thanks for watching. See you next time.